Alrighty guys, here we go with the Industrial Athlete pre-shift movement prep. So again, this is all about getting ready for your shift, kind of getting everything moving from head to toe so that you can really just be ready to attack your shift, if you will, but really just so that you can prevent injury. You want to have everything moving right, and this is what it's all about. So again, only should take a couple minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, but it's all about just getting everything ready to go, everything online, because if you don't have any one of the muscle groups, joints, something, nerves, whatever it is, talking to the other ones, that's where we're going to be more susceptible to injury. So we're going to jump right into it. So first one that we're going to do are some neck circles. So this is going to be a simple, just going all the way around. We're going to go 5 times in each direction here. Now again, if you don't have the full motion, if you're a little limited maybe going one way or another, so I just can't go quite to the right, but I can go to the left, do that. Don't force into trying to get that motion, right? Ease into it, and as you feel more comfortable, as everything starts to loosen up through the neck, that's where you can go ahead with that. And after 5, you're going to switch directions there. And remember, this isn't meant to be a race by any means. You do want to take your time with this because again, it's meant to be more of a movement prep. You want to get ready to move faster as you have to throughout the day, right? So as I'm talking here, I might be losing count a little bit, but again, as long as you're doing 4, 5, even 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 reps, whatever kind of works for you and just really feels good sometimes too. Maybe you need a little bit more to get going for that day. Now, the next one is going to be taking one hand behind the back, trying to touch fingertips on the other side, and then you're going to alternate that. So here, it's just called infinity hover, kind of making an infinity sign with the arms. But you want to just go back and forth now, 5 times, same thing, each direction. When I'm doing this, I'm also making sure to not round forward, staying up nice and tall, keeping my spine upright. And again, maybe one side is a little bit more limited for you, that's okay. Just trying to get that movement, keeping the shoulder blades almost pulled back, like not exaggerating it, but making sure those shoulders aren't tipping forward, making sure you're not cranking the head forward, or even just like really with the low back, you don't want to be just kind of jutting that out either. Again, nice, smooth movements here. So again, going 5 in each direction with that. So after you've done your 5 there, we're going to go to what's called more of like a wrist glide, like upper nerve glide, if you will. Don't worry about the names, but it's meant to be kind of stretching out now throughout the whole arms. So you're going to pull the wrists back here, kind of pulling the shoulder blades together, and then you're going to bring the wrists forward again. So again, it's coming in and just out, nice and easy with that. So you might feel a bit of a stretch down through like the upper arm, down through the forearm, or even fingertips. Don't be aggressive with that, right? Like it's actually probably stretching out some of the nervous system a little bit more. So you do want to go easy with that. You should still feel a little bit of a stretch. Maybe if you need to, you go back a little bit further and that's fine. But if it's too much, don't go crazy with that, okay? So there we go with that. So next one, gonna be some hip circles. So you can put hands on the hips, usually work pretty well here. And just trying to go all the way around here. And now we're going for those hips, for that low back, really starting to loosen that up. Again, getting some movement, getting some blood flow into that area. That's what it's all about. Like that's not the name of the game, just for healing. Again, for getting ready for anything, any type of activity you're going to be doing. And in this case, this is a lot of movement, right? You're getting ready for your day at work where you do have to be able to, hey, go through all those motions. So you do your 5 in one direction, and switching it up. Same thing with the neck here. If you feel a lot more restricted in one direction versus the other, that's okay. Don't try and push through it like crazy. Maybe you try and stretch into it a little bit, but not cranking into any of these things with pain. There shouldn't be pain with them. If there is any pain, any discomfort, hey, that's where, reach out to us. Set up, we can check it out for you. But this is meant to be, again, nice, easy thing there. There we go, going 5 in each direction. So next one, doing some hip circles, or I'm sorry, we just did hip circles. Now we're gonna do, I wanna make sure I'm not gonna hit anything there, a lunge with a twist. So you can do this with hands on the waist. You can do this like a couple different ways, right? So lunging forward, and you're gonna twist. When you come up, you're gonna lunge forward, switch to the other side, and twist. Again, if you like this, you can go with the arms a little bit to get a little bit more motion. But again, getting that little bit of a twist in there really can help with that. Don't let your back knee, when you go forward, smash into the ground, right? So it's maybe you wanna set that knee down lightly, but don't let it really come down hard there. And again, take note, is there a big difference side to side for you, right? So if there is, hey, make sure, maybe try and see how far you can go with the one side. If it's not as much as the other side, that's okay. Again, getting your 5 or so in on each side. After you finish, lunging side to side. What you're gonna do, just some squats, right? So getting that shoulder width, comfortable stance, dropping down and back up. And again, take note, like if you can't go that deep, if you just feel comfortable going a little bit less, go a little bit less. If you feel comfortable coming all the way down, going all the way down. And anything in between with that works for you, right? But again, now we're getting going. Those legs are really moving. And the last one they're gonna do are some ankle circles. So might be, I'm gonna lift up my leg a little bit higher and move back just so you can see it in the video here. But you do it normally just with your leg out straight here, but I'm gonna be taking my ankle around. I'm gonna go 5 times one way. Again, this helps get ankles moving, loosened up a little bit, but also helps me have to work on just some of that balance, on that stability on the opposite side that's down. So I do my 5 on one side. And like I said, this would be more done now just with my leg down in front here, but still with the foot off of the ground. So I do 5 times in one direction. I'm doing the motion with my wrist, right? So in case you can't see it on the camera there. Then I'm going 5 times in the other direction. And again, if you feel comfortable and you want to bring that leg up a little bit higher and do it still, go for it. Still getting that good motion, getting a little bit more activation through the hips, but there it is. Hey, a couple minutes, ready to go for your shift. And again, now we've loosened up all those joints, all of that muscle tissue, ligaments, the tendons, getting the nerves going. And again, that's what it's all about for really being able to get your body ready for a day of work, for a day of movement. And that's what we call an industrial athlete, because hey, you're really going, like you're playing a sport, like you really are an athlete, and you have to take care of your body in just the same manner.